I'm Darr Houssen. The exercises in this clinic are designed to give your dog a quick start to obedience training. You'll need to spend about 1 to 2 weeks on each of the 3 different stages and about 10 to 15 minutes per day. Be patient with your dog and earn his respect with assertiveness when he's doing something wrong and love and praise when he's doing the right behavior. Your timing will get better as you go through the training sessions, and you'll see behavior changes start to happen with your dog probably within the first couple of days. He'll have a respectful attitude towards you and actually look at you and listen to you when you give him a command. So good luck with your obedience training and have fun.
Few basic commands is all you're going to have to teach him, about 10 minutes a day. And what I'm doing here today is I'm going to take you further than your dog is really capable of learning, okay? At this early stage, this is only the first time they've ever, most dogs that are here, this is their first time to even be on a choke chain and leash. But we're going to take them farther than they've been before so that we can, or so that you will have the knowledge, let's put it that way, so you'll have the knowledge to carry on from here and train on your own. The way it works is that if after about a month's time you're not doing so well or whatever, you can call me back and we'll get you scheduled in for a class. If I don't hear from you, I probably will make courtesy calls anyway. And what I mean by that is I'll just call to see how you're doing, make sure that the dog is progressing, and if you're interested or whatever, you can work out something, okay? And if you're happy with your dog the way he is, that's even better. Then that means my clinic was successful, so I hope it works for you. Okay? All right. Persistence removes resistance. Keep that little, wait till the truck goes by. Let's keep that little theory in mind. Patience is your key to obedience training. If you lose your cool, just take a rest. No one's going to say anything, or probably not even notice, okay, that you're on the sidelines for a few minutes. But if you get tired, your legs get tired, or you get tired, or I don't think we have to worry about the heat too much today, which is great. I'm glad it's not 100 degrees out, and it'll be too hot for the dogs. But just keep on working at it, and we work together as a class. When we're in an environment this size, it's absolutely essential that everybody does the same thing at the same time. That is, when I'll be the pack leader for this clinic. When you're at home, you're the pack leader. But for here, when I say sit your dogs, then that's when everybody sits. When I tell you leave your dogs, stay. That's when everybody does it at the same time, okay? Because if you don't, it'll really hold up the clinic and the flow of the learning process for your dog, okay? Voice control, this is our ultimate goal for you. To have voice control over your dog in an off-lead situation, so that by the end of the summer, if he's way over by that big tower, you can say, Fido, come, and he'll come right on the tear to you, even if he's off-lead. All right? But you have to work up to that point. You can't just jump into it and expect him to do it in a week's time. It won't happen for you. Mental leash training. That's another little technique that we have developed as dog trainers, and what we want to do with you is to get you so that you can understand your dog and know what he's thinking just by looking at him, just by watching what he's doing and watching his body language, what his eyes, ears, tail, body posture, all that stuff is telling you. We'll talk about that as we carry on through here. Your dog, with you just starting into obedience training, your dog is going to do some testing, okay? Probably because for however long you've had your dog, maybe you've never demanded he does anything and follow through on it before. So that means the dog might say all of a sudden, well, hey, I don't have to do this, and he might raise his lip at you. If that happens, that's just a testing time. Other things that you can look for is he might try to grab your hand, he might try to grab your pant leg, he may try to jump up on you and protest, or lay flat on the ground and refuse to move. All those things that he's doing, those are just ordinary temper tantrums, and we're going to work through them. Okay, if that happens here, we'll work through them. Usually just a simple pop on the choke chain with a very stern no command is going to be enough to make him stop. All right? Jumping up problems, you can use your knee if you have a large dog. I prefer a simple, much simpler correction, which is just grab him by the collar, anywhere on the collar, sit, and put him in a sit. All right, let's get started then. Now, first of all, your dog is going to work on your left-hand side. Always on your left-hand side, so put him in position on your left side right now. Gunner, why am I going to you? Gunner, come. All right, so what we're going to do, folks, to teach them to sit, and I'm going to change the lineup, but let me show you this first so you'll know what we're doing. Gunner, heel. Sit. Now, we're going to take Ralston Purina's scarf off. When you're doing obedience training, there's nothing on the dog except the choke chain. That's something I want to explain before I go any further. Stay. When you put your choke chain on, there was a lot of questions inside the building there about how to do this. You put a ring in each hand like this. Put the left ring down through the right. All right, so that the, whoop, Gunner's choke chain is so tiny, I almost lost the rings. So that the ring is laying flat in your hand. One of the rings is laying flat. Then all you do is put it on over the dog's head, like so, with the rings under his chin. Now you can check it to make sure it's on right. The longest ring that hangs down is the one you're going to attach your leash to, and you just give little tugs on it. If you have a slip action, then it's on correct. If you don't have a slip action, which I'll show you on my hand, it's easier. If you do not have a slip action, see, it didn't slip, it stayed tight on the dog's neck, then it's on backwards. And the longest ring is down on the outside of the dog's neck or your wrist, if you're using your wrist.